Hello and welcome to our video, 10 informations you need to know about yesterday. In this video, we'll be covering some of the most important events that took place yesterday, giving you a quick summary of each one. Nurse strike to target ANE. NHS nurses represented by the Royal College of Nursing Union have rejected the government's pay offer and plan to strike for 48 hours from April 30th to May 2nd, coinciding with the first May bank holiday. The walkout will involve nurses working in emergency departments, intensive care, cancer and other wards. The union has called for an increase in the government's offer, and warned that it would be critical of any attempt to reduce it. There are concerns that the strikes may continue until Christmas, according to The Guardian. Undecideds lean to Sunak. According to a poll conducted by The Times, a significant number of voters who are yet to decide their vote prefer Rishi Sunak. This group constitutes almost a third of all voters who either remain undecided or claim that they will not vote at all. Interestingly, if "don't know" were an option in a hypothetical election held tomorrow, it would emerge as the UK's third largest party, receiving 16% of the vote. Recent YouGov analysis suggests that this group is more inclined towards Rishi Sunak, with 21% endorsing him as the best candidate for the position of Prime Minister, while only 8% back Keir Starmer. Bomb thrown at Japan PM. The Japanese Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida, was safely evacuated from a public event after an apparent smoke bomb was thrown in his direction. Kishida was scheduled to deliver a speech in Wakayama, but the event was disrupted when a person was seen throwing an object that emitted smoke, causing a loud bang. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, and the police apprehended the suspect on the spot, according to the Japan Times. Dutch allow child euthanasia. The Netherlands has updated its Euthanasia Act to allow parents to choose to end the lives of their terminally ill children, aged between 1 and 12, in cases where there are no other treatment options available and the children are experiencing unbearable suffering. This amendment is expected to provide relief for families in need of end-of-life care for their children. According to The Telegraph, more than 91,000 individuals have been euthanized in the Netherlands since it became the first country to legalize the practice in 2002. Poor housing harming young. According to the Resolution Foundation, up to 2.6 million young adults in the UK, or 1 in 6, are residing in low-quality accommodations. The think tank reported that cramped, damp, and drafty living quarters are affecting the health of millions. A spokesperson warned that inadequate housing and high costs can make life miserable and have long-term financial and health consequences. In response, a government spokesperson said that the government was investing £11.5 billion to construct tens of thousands of homes for sale and rent. COVID origin might never be known. According to The Telegraph, Dr. George Fu Gao, who is responsible for China's response to the COVID pandemic, has stated that the true origins of the virus may never be uncovered due to the issue being too politically charged and inflammatory. Dr. Gao, who is believed to have more knowledge about the origins of the virus than any other scientist, expressed pessimism about ever discovering the origin of the virus because it is too sensitive and too politicized. The newspaper noted that he has to navigate a political tightrope in his home country. Migrants taking riskier routes. According to a report by the Undecideds, migrants are taking longer and more perilous routes to cross the Channel in order to avoid the intensified French policing. Volunteers in Calais have stated that the increased policing along the French coast has forced migrants to travel further, making their journey to the UK more risky and increasing the likelihood of another tragedy. The recent deaths of 4 individuals whose boat capsized in the Channel in December has led to a teenager being charged with manslaughter. King still proud of Harry. The King expressed his great pride in both of his sons after it was announced that Harry would attend his coronation. According to the Daily Express, forgiving Charles is relieved that his estranged son will be present for the ceremony, but the monarch will have a challenge to reconcile the family after their disagreement. At the first Sandhurst passing out parade that he has attended since becoming king, the King struck a conciliatory tone, according to the paper. Royal biographer Robert Lacey hailed the monarch's comments as a promising beginning. Beijing makes arms pledge. According to the country's foreign minister, Qin, China will pledge not to sell weapons to any side in the Ukraine war. Qin's statement came in response to concerns that China was contemplating offering military aid to Russia, which it has politically and rhetorically supported in the conflict while remaining formally neutral. Qin reiterated China's readiness to assist in the facilitation of talks aimed at achieving a peaceful resolution to the crisis. Activists threaten Grand National. Animal rights campaigners have announced their intention to disrupt the Grand National, with up to 500 protesters expected to attend. Animal rights activists plan to climb fences and invade the track in a bid to halt the event, which they claim is responsible for the death of one horse every 2 to 3 days. "We want to see an end to that," said spokesperson Nathan McGovern in an interview with Sky News. Merseyside police have said they are working with the owner of the racecourse, the Jockey Club, to ensure a robust policing plan is in place to manage any incidents.